Hey team, happy Monday. It is currently New Year's Eve, so welcome back to the vlog. I hope you've all had a fantastic 2018 and I hope that you are looking forward to 2019. I am about to head to the gym. On the Garmin, they've got like a little badge that you can get for finishing the year strong. So I thought, rather than just going for a walk around the block, let's go do one more HIIT session for the year and see how we go. So I'm just about to head off then. Not doing anything crazy tonight. Literally have no plans. I'm gonna see if I can stay up until midnight, so we'll see how we go. But I just really wanted to kind of finish the year in a good way to put me in a really great position to be able to start 2019. So I'm excited about, you know, what the future has in front of me, what I can hopefully achieve in the coming 12 months, and also super proud of what I've achieved between August and now. So welcome back and we'll see how we go. Hey team, happy Tuesday and happy New Year's. It is officially the 1st of January 2019, which is, I don't know, it's like, I'm not one of those people who normally subscribes into like New Year's resolutions and, you know, new year, new me, because I kind of feel like just the changing over of a date in the calendar isn't really enough for you to change who you are as a person. It's not really enough for you to kind of leave all of your old habits at the door, those kinds of things. But I am excited for this year. I have made a couple of goals. I'm not going to call them New Year's resolutions because I already started most of these changes in August, so I'm not really going to change anything significant going forward. It's just kind of more focused on what it is that I want to achieve. So I wrote them down in my phone. And so my 2019 goals, which if you follow me on Instagram, you have already seen this, but that's okay. I want to have one rest day per week. So I definitely noticed in the last, you know, couple of months that I was pushing myself a little bit too hard and I wasn't giving myself enough rest days. So that's something I want to prioritize into the new year. I want to lose 15 kilos by July, which will bring me down to 115. I've squashed my 99 by May because I just don't think that's going to be realistic and I don't want to set myself up to fail and feel like it's impossible and feel like I'm drowning. So I've completely wiped that, at least for the first half of the year. So my 6-month goal is 15 kilos and then my next 6-month goal is another 15 kilos. So that will get me down to 99 kilos, but I want to do it by the end of the year as opposed to May. So hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. I want to fit back into size 16 exclusively by December. So I'm giving myself the whole year to do that. I think I might hit that a little bit sooner if I keep going the way that I'm going, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I really want to try stand-up paddleboarding. I have wanted to do this for so long and just haven't had the balls to do it because I was too fat. Fat girls don't do things like that. I don't have the right core, like just all those kind of things. So by the end of the year, I want to do that, probably next summer. I want to increase my clean and press weights to 15 kilos. So at the moment, I can do 10 uncomfortably. So 15 might be a little bit modest, but we're gonna see how I go with that. I want to complete 2 challenges during the year. So I've already signed up for one in Feb. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that as we kind of get closer and I know a little bit more about it because I just kind of blindly signed up. And then I obviously want to do one maybe later in the year. I want to eat all of the food in Europe in May and not worry about it and not feel guilty and not feel like I have to punish myself. So that's something that I'm working really hard to get towards. I want to be able to do 2 back-to-back real burpees by my 29th birthday, which is in September. I also want to be able to run for 1 kilometer without stopping by December 31st. That's a goal that I'm really going to have to consciously work towards because I'm not a runner. I get shin splints super easily, so I'm going to have to like make that a really conscious thing that I'm working towards. I want to buy at least 1 new active wear outfit per quarter that fits. If I keep losing weight that I have or toning my body or my body shape changing and whatever else, I'm gonna, like, I can't keep wearing clothes that are too big for me. I'm still wearing my size 26 leggings and they literally fall off me because I'm back at an 18 now. I also want to buy 1 casual outfit per quarter because at the moment I literally am living in my activewear because nothing fits. What else? I want to go to the gym at least 2 mornings a week and 3 evenings per week. I've been really slack with my morning classes, so I'm hoping that by kind of holding myself accountable this way, that will help. I want to go kayaking by December 31st. I've wanted to buy a kayak forever, but again, fat girls don't do that, and I wasn't sure that I would be able to lift it up and put it on the roof of my car. So I'm hoping that by increasing my weight and my strength, that will kind of be a little bit easier for me to manage. I want to skydive or be at the skydive weight by the end of the year and have it booked in. That's not a new goal, you guys already know about that. I want to keep doing my weekly vlogs because I really enjoy doing this for you guys and for me. And the last one is to be happy more so than not. That is mostly to do with my mental health and keeping my anxiety under control. So as I've spoken about in the past, you guys know that coming to the gym, eating healthier has definitely helped. And I noticed it in the last 2 weeks where I've been a little bit slack, that I've definitely seen an increase in my anxiety. So I'm hoping that by getting back into a routine, getting back to the gym, making sure I'm going to the gym at least 5 times a week, working with the PT, fingers crossed, you know, just a few other bits and pieces, that I'll be able to keep my anxiety under control and, you know, therefore be happy more so than not. So those are kind of my 2019 goals. They're not really resolutions. If you're someone who lives by resolutions, then please share your secrets with me, because I've never been able to stick to them before. So for me, it was more around what am I already doing and how can I do it better, as opposed to like new year, new me. I know that some people love it. I know some people hate it. I'm one of those people who wants to love it but just is never successful. So I'm hoping that by having some really set goals with some really clear time frames that seem achievable, that seem realistic, you know, that adhere to the SMART principle, will be able to kind of keep me on track and keep me going. So happy new year, everyone. I hope you had a safe and lovely evening, and let's smash 2019 together. Hey team, happy Tuesday. It is the 2nd of Jan, which is exciting. I feel like I say that literally every single vlog, but that's okay. I've just finished at the gym. Me and one of the girls that I have made friends with decided that even though there was no classes on, we were going to come and do kind of our own little workout. So she found this, I'm just looking on my phone, she found this really cool workout by a lady called Jen_PB runner on Instagram. What it was is it was 30 wall balls followed by a 500-meter row, 30 push-ups, another 500-meter row, 30 box dips with another 500-meter row, 30 jumping lunges, and then another 500-meter row. And then you're meant to do 30 burpees, but I can't do burpees. I can't do 1 burpee, let alone 30. So we just did 15 squats and then holding a kettlebell, and then another 500-meter row. And then we did 15 kettlebell swings as well. So according to the Garmin, I burnt 380 calories. That was an amazing workout. It definitely got the blood pumping, and it was so lovely to have someone do the workout with, as opposed to me just kind of like fumbling my way around the gym trying to like work out what I was doing. So that was pretty awesome. I am excited. I have my first PT session tomorrow. It's just like a meet and greet, just to kind of see if what he offers is what is going to work for me, if the kind of, I guess, the chemistry is okay, and if we're going to work well together. So it's not guaranteed that he can fit me into his schedule. He said he's definitely going to try, but we obviously just need to work out like what his availability is and how I can kind of make that work around work. So it's at 6:30 tomorrow morning. I'm excited. This PT intimidated the shit out of me. You guys would have heard me talking a couple of vlogs ago when I was thinking about getting a PT, that there was a couple of guys who I thought would be really good, but also super duper intimidating, and he's one of them. So I'm excited to see what we can chat about tomorrow and what that looks like. I've already filled in the questionnaire that he required and sent that back. Just one of those like generic, you know, do you sleep enough? What do you eat? How often do you work out? One of those ones. It'll be interesting just to see how, I guess, that works. I hope he can take me on as a client. I really am excited to start working with him. So we'll just have to wait and see how tomorrow goes. I'm nervous because of course I am. Hello, anxiety. But it should be good. He's just so lovely, and it's kind of been good to have the break over Christmas because it's allowed me to, like, you know, he's commented on a couple of things that I've posted, and you know, he sent, like, he tagged me and the girl that I just did the workout with, who's also one of his clients, in this really lovely thing on Instagram, and it's been really, like, good to kind of see him as a human being as opposed to this, like, super duper intimidating person that does, you know, the HIIT class on a Thursday. So I will check back in with you all tomorrow once that's done. It's 45 minutes, so I should have enough time between work, like between that and work, to be able to kind of give you guys a bit of a heads up on how that went. But I'm nervous, excited, anxious, excited. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 3rd today. I'm trying to keep track of all the days. So I have just had my morning PT session with Dan. That was the first one. We just did a bit of a trial session this morning just to see like how it was gonna go. He is so lovely. He was really mindful of my injury. He was asking me about, like, what my capacity was, what I could do, what I couldn't do. You know, he wanted to know what kind of spurred me on. He just asked really, really good questions. I'm kind of embarrassed about how intimidated I was by him because he's genuinely just so lovely. So we did a heap of different things. For the warm-up, we were on the bike. We went up and did the ski erg with, like, so 200 meters on the ski erg and then body weight exercises, and then 200 meters and then body weight and blah, blah, blah. We did a little bit of core work, so we just did a heap of stuff. We also, he put me on the roll for the last part of the exercise, and I did 5 minutes on the roller, which equated to another kilometer. So I have done 3.5 freaking kilometers on the bloody rower in a 12-hour period, because I obviously did the 2.5 last night and then the 1K this morning. So safe to say that my thighs and quads they're feeling it. They're a little bit like, how you doing? But it was good. It was really, really good to kind of, you know, come in and do the session and work with Dan and have someone to guide me, because, like, I've really just been kind of winging it when I go to the gym by myself. So it's nice to kind of have that like guidance. And we didn't, but he offered to film something for me so that I could put it into my vlog or onto my Instagram. How lovely is that? That I was gonna try and come back to the gym tonight, and I might still, depending on how I feel. But if I come back, I'll probably be taking it easy and just kind of like working on getting my steps or something. So I don't wanna push it too hard. But I've signed up with him, so I'll be doing Saturday mornings with him now, which is awesome. I've just got to make sure that it's going to work with netball. So I'll have to have a chat to the girls from netball and find out what time the games kind of are, so that I can make sure I can do that in the morning and then come to netball. But netball doesn't start till April, so even if I get into a bit of a routine with him now, I can then maybe switch around my times later. So that should be good. I'm excited. I'm really excited to start working with him. He's just as passionate about my goals as what I am. You know, so it'll be good to, like, have that guidance and support, and obviously you know, he'll be the best kind of person to guide me on how to lose my 15 kilos by July and then my other 15 kilos by the end of the year. So it should be good. I'm excited. I will obviously keep you guys updated as we go along and as I kind of learn a little bit more about what the sessions are looking like, and I'll do my regular check-ins on a Saturday after them anyway. So that's my Thursday done. I'm gonna go home, quickly shower, and then head to work. So it's good to get it over and done with. I have missed my morning sessions, considering I've been really, really slack with those. So yeah. Okay, so I wanted to have a bit of a chat with you guys. It's Friday night. You would have noticed that there was no Christmas vlog, partly because I was just so busy juggling work and family events and shopping and just everything that I actually didn't have the time or the capacity to really pull out my phone and vlog. But also, I didn't really do much that was worth vlogging. I was tired. I was so incredibly tired, and I needed a break. I needed some time not counting calories, not worrying about what the best angle was to film something in the gym, not worrying about whether or not I'd meal prepped. Kitten, I need you to get down. Stop it. And I really just wasn't in a great place. So I took 2 weeks off from basically vlogging and documenting everything between Christmas and New Year's, which is why there's no vlog. So I apologize for that. But I don't know, guys, I really wasn't in a great place. I think I was just so worn out. This has been my primary focus since August. You know, it's now January, what, the 5th today, because it's after midnight, so it's the 4th technically. And between August and December, it was my entire focus all the time, and I was tired. So I gave myself permission to breathe. I barely went to the gym. I ate whatever I wanted. I ate like a bit of an asshole, actually. I probably lapsed into, you know, binge eating behavior. I definitely wasn't smart with my choices, but I don't regret it because I've restarted this week in a much better headspace than what I ended the year in. I think that it's so easy in this journey to get caught up in, I must do the right thing, I must present the right thing, people can't know that I'm failing, people can't know that I'm falling off the bandwagon, and I'm not about that life. So that's kind of why there was the absence of a couple of vlogs. That's why my vlogs have been late, you know, going up onto YouTube anyway. It's just because I really was struggling. So I'm feeling much better now. You know, I'm back into it. My eating isn't great, but I'm back at the gym, I'm back exercising, I'm hitting my steps every day. So I'm, you know, I'm getting there. I'm still working on the food portion because I'm still kind of being a little bit too lax. So I'm trying to ensure that I am not feeling food guilt, that I am, you know, watching what I am eating, that I'm still logging everything on MyFitnessPal, all those kinds of things. I think because I've signed up to another challenge that starts on Feb 9th, that I'm kind of subconsciously justifying my behavior, because I know that come Feb 9th, I'm going to want to be disciplined with the challenge again. So it's kind of like I'm giving myself a bit of a hall pass between now and then to make silly decisions, and that's just not smart. I have goals, and if I want to realistically achieve those goals, I've got to stop being so blasé about this and, you know, actually kind of work towards what I want to achieve. So I'm going to try and do better next week, and we'll see how we go. My breakfast has been great. Normally lunch or dinner has been okay, but I've been snacking excessively, and if I stuffed up lunch then I had a good dinner, but if I had a good lunch then I stuffed up dinner. So it's just kind of been a bit of a roller coaster with that. So I don't know, in the art of being authentic with you guys, I wanted to tell you how I was feeling and why, you know, you didn't get a Christmas vlog. I wanted to apologize for that, because I know that there's a lot of people who, you know, are really keen for my vlogs, which I definitely appreciate, and I'm so thankful that I have so many amazing people around me who are supporting me, who are wanting to watch them. So I wanted to apologize, acknowledge, and kind of give a bit of an explanation as to why. So I'm just waiting now for the vlog pre-Christmas to render so that I can put it up on YouTube, and then I'm going to bed because I have my PT session tomorrow. So hopefully you're okay with that explanation, but I do apologize. So I had my first PT session this morning. It's Saturday today. It is the 5th of January. So I was really nervous. I was really anxious about this. I've been umming and ahhing about getting a PT basically since August and just wasn't really sure what I wanted, what that looked like for me. I was really like, I kept having like all this like self-talk around, you know, I'm too fat for a PT, they're not going to want to work with me, it's going to be a waste of my time, they're going to think I'm stupid, just like really toxic self-talk. And I mentioned to one of the girls that I've become friends with at the gym that I was considering getting a PT, and she literally introduced me to her PT then and there, and was like, hey, Tegan wants a PT, you guys should talk. So we had a bit of a chat and kind of, you know, it just kind of snowballed from there. So today was the first official session. So I did a bit of a trial session with him on Thursday morning, and that went really well. He's so lovely and I felt like we worked really well together. And then I had the first like proper session today. So it was a 45-minute session, and it was the fitness test component of it. So obviously to get a bit of a gauge of where I'm at, and to kind of have a bit of a marker, a point of comparison going forward. So I thought I did really well. The fitness test was 3 minutes on the air bike, 2 minutes on the rower, and 1 minute on the ski erg. And then we counted my total kilometers or my total meters that I was able to complete, and that's kind of like our point of reference. So I did 1800 meters or 1.8 kilometers. It was a little bit more, but it wasn't, I didn't quite hit the 1900. So that was really good. I was really impressed with that. You know, of course I would like for it to have kind of been more, but I was really happy with the 1800, and I think for me it's a good starting point and it can only kind of get better from here. So I'll be working with him every Saturday. Yeah, I don't know, it was really, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I kind of built it up to be this massive thing in my head, but it was actually really good. So I'm really looking forward to working with him. I think he's going to be a massive asset for me on my journey. I did things today that I assumed I couldn't do. So he got me on the battle ropes, and I'm like, as you guys have seen, I insert clips of the battle ropes on a fairly regular basis, but it's the black ones, which are the lighter ones. Today he had me doing the red ones, which are heavier and bigger than the black ones. So, you know, that was something that I always just assumed I couldn't do because I do struggle with the black ropes. And as he kind of rolled out the red ones, I was like, oh, just FYI, I really struggle with the black ones. He's like, nah, you'll be able to do it. And I did. It was a friggin' struggle. It was only 20 seconds where I normally do 30 seconds, but I did it, and I did it like 4 or 5 times. So, and the other amazing thing that I'm literally like mind blown about is my gym has those giant tires, but it's actually like, this one's not an actual tire, it's like a, like, you know, like nuts and bolts, it's like a nut, I don't know, it's that shape, seems ridiculous, but anyway, it's 60 kilos, and he got me flipping it. So I flipped it 6 times, and then I had to stand and pick it up, and I had to walk with it, and then I flipped it 6 times, and then same thing. So I did that I think 3 times, and they've got a 40 kilo one and they've got a 60 kilo one, and if you had have asked me 12 hours ago, I would have told you I couldn't even do the 40 kilo one. And Dan was like, so we're just gonna grab this, and as he's grabbing the 60 kilo tire, I was like, I can't do that, I'm not that strong, like that's not even within my scope of capacity. He's like, no, I'm gonna give you the 60 kilo because I reckon you can do it. Yes, kitten. So yeah, I was able to do it, and I was super stoked because I honestly did not think that I would ever be able to do something like that. And I know that that's more of like a mental mind thing because like it was my first session today. Clearly I'm not, you know, making gains just yet. But if I can already do that, I am so keen to see where we can take that, and you know, how I can incorporate that into my HIIT sessions when I go to the gym by myself and all those kinds of things. So super stoked with that. And I don't know, I'm just really looking forward to like how far I can take this and how much I can learn and how much he can support me. So yeah, that's my Saturday update, guys. I'm really happy with it. Hey team, happy Sunday. So it is officially the end of the first week of 2019. I think it's been a good start to the year. I'm definitely still not in the right headspace that I need to be. My food hasn't been great. My exercise has been okay, but definitely could be better. I think I'm just kind of still in a bit of a post-lull from the Voyage challenge. I don't know, I think I was just doing so well before the challenge, and then I did okay in the challenge, and then since the challenge has ended, it's just been a mess. And it would be really easy to put it down to Christmas and New Year's and lots of events and Christmas parties and all those kinds of things, but the reality is that my headspace is not great. And the one thing that, you know, most people who have done a similar journey or are trying to make some personal change, the number one thing is that it's all about your headspace. If your headspace is incorrect or you're not in the right frame of mind, everything else is kind of just secondary to that. So I think the fact that I've really been struggling food-wise is just an indication of how well I'm not doing at the moment, but that's okay. You know, it's Monday tomorrow, it's a new week. I meal prepped a little bit. You know, I'm trying to kind of keep my meals in line with what I was doing on the challenge, but I've like been forgetting them at home. So I've been buying my lunch and just making really poor choices in the food department. So hopefully I've meal prepped again. Hopefully that puts me in a position where I will take all the food to work and I'll actually eat it. But I'm not, I don't know, just not, like, you know what I mean? Just not in the right headspace. Just making silly decisions, just justifying things that I shouldn't be justifying, just, yeah, got to get my head back on straight, got to get my head back in the right place and keep kicking 2019's goals. So I'm going to leave the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any comments, any questions, any queries, anything like that, please make sure to leave them down below. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and make sure you click the little bell so you get the notifications for when I've posted. And if you haven't checked out my Instagram, definitely head over there. I'm super active, so I'm more than happy to answer any questions or queries that you might have. I hope you all have a fantastic week and I'll see you next week.